especially to do it for like law enforcement places.
And they show some of the videos are hilarious and like the way she's doing
it.
Like
so how believable are they? Is it something where like a normal person would glance over to the side and be like,
some of it like it looked pretty legit. I was like, the amount of time that you spent at pretending to know sign language could probably have been just as well spent learning the thing.
Yeah,
But in some of it was like almost like throwing like gang signs and ways that you would like not, like do something that was.
I
like,
imagine
aggressive.
at some point you're just
hilarious.
you're just grasping for anything that you've even thought of or done with your body that could possibly be
just to scam people like that. But why would you do that? I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Give some sort of thing. So, welcome to Adam Ryan Show.
Yeah,
late show tonight.
Man, late night. Watch out.
I don't know. I kind of I think that that this is a cool time to start.
Totally.
Had a long ass day today. How was your day, man?
My day was great. I went and had sushi. I had like a 2.5 hour lunch where I ate sushi on company dime. It was great. I had a couple meetings. Like,
hey, I had company dine tonight too
for
dinner.
Hey.
So that works.
High five.
Heck yeah. Well, nobody saw our sweet ass high five, but you can
They heard
imagine
it.
what that was like. Yeah. Look, I'm not even out of work clothes.
Yeah, Adam is nice and fancy for our thing. He's got pocket squares. I bet he folded that pocket square his own self.
I did. Yep. And you know what? Just to talk about pocket squares, is it had the first prototype 3D printed pocket square holder.
Wow.
And this little guy.
Still in use.
Still in use. This is the original. This is not even a designed piece. It just was something that came out, and I actually have printed a bunch of pocket squares since then.
Oh, like
do we need
the actual pocket square, right? Like the part that would normally be fabric, you have printed as some kind of
originally
uber nerdy thing.
The original thought was, and if you know anything about pocket squares, is that
who does? Why do you even ask? Everyone knows about pocket squares.
I never used to be into it. There's like a special fold way, so I folded this one absolutely by myself. Wow. And so here's what would happen though. Is you would put it
very different lives.
You would put that pocket square in there, and in this case it would
too
dive
far
down.
Hey,
and so I was like,
what's the point of folding that awesome pocket square if I can't see that shit?
So I go to the place that sold me the jacket or whatever, and the lady took some business cards and she shoved them in there, and then she I think had a pin or something and did that. And I was like, that's freaking genius. So then you do it and it bottoms out and it never falls down. I was like, that's great. So of course I'm a 3D printer, and at some point I came up with I think this was a raft. And it just happened to be so perfect that I connected in the pocket square. And then what happens is you have to 3D print the full pocket square that fits in the pocket, and you got the whole nerd. It fits. I custom made this one for this.
For that jacket? Wow.
Then I made a different one, which I'm not showing tonight, but it basically had the ability to expand and contract based on the depth of your pocket. That was where I left that one off, but then, I don't know. This one was pretty sweet. This is my nerd one that I've definitely done. So it's like a nice gradient. Look, totally. You got the black to red and then to the white lettering. That's glow in the dark, by the way.
So, wow.
I went all the way nerd.
Oh, my God.
Hashtag nerd. Oh my god, that's like almost
hashtag nerd and glow in the dark. It's really. What was people's reaction to that? What would they think that you just bought a novelty thing?
No, it's like my conversation starter. Yeah. I really love to talk to people about 3D printing all the time, as you can tell, because it's fun. Totally. I don't know. And I'm not really that great at 3D printing, but I love the concept that 3D printing does amazing things for people.
It does.
It's something that I always want to embody. So it's a great conversation. I'm like, yeah, look at me. I'm the nerd here. But here's the other thing, just as a side note, is that I did develop this one so that it's dual. So what you can do is it fits right behind your actual legitimate pocket square.
Oh, I see.
And so you actually have a twofer where that fits in the pocket. You still have your normal pocket square, but then when you want to be 3D print nerdy, you rip it off and then you're...
Or you need to use that pocket square to sop up some spill that you had.
That's absolutely right.
And now you got it, but you're still flush with pocket squares.
Your nose and
this
is my little crown.
Honestly, so what? I'm gonna swear.
Yeah.
What the fuck is a pocket square for? Was it meant ever to be something that was a practical thing, or has it always been sort of just a flourish?
That's a good question. I don't know the history of pocket squares, but what I would say is
I assume that if you were that into it, that
okay.
you
Let
would
me
know.
redo that.
Let me
pocket
make up
squares.
one. Let me make up.
1903. John Stapleton had this sheet of paper that he didn't know what to do with it, and it had some very interesting plans that he needed to present to the government. And so what he did is he folded it into a very intricate pattern and just happened to put it into his pocket. And so when he had the meeting with the government officials, they were like, wow, that is actually a very sharp dresser. And at that moment, we realized the importance of the pocket square at being able to convince people of your intelligence.
Welcome to Adam Posh's TEDx talk.
That was all bullshit.
Of course.
I was like 1 second of thinking in behind. I mean, I didn't even know what his last name was when I said the word John. But there you have it.
Well, now we'll have to see whether that lines up with the reality.
There's probably something that happened. But in a general sense, I would just say I like pocket squares because when you're in a business kind of scenario, you all look the same. You all look like the same exact person. And so where can you put flourishes in two places? Socks and your pocket squares. Now, I think there's certain situations where pocket squares are inappropriate, but you know what? I'm a little bit eccentric, so I'd wear them all the time.
Oh, I feel like that helps, get away with it, right? If you're like the new cool tech person, or like I get to do like the art person, right? Like you get away with a lot more. Because you'd be like, who the hell is that guy with the freaking red shoes and the cape? So you're like, oh, that's the artist, that's the graphic, that's the designer that we have.
I like that.
All right.
That's
how
like,
it's fine. Yeah, that freaking guy. He's never gonna make any money. Just let him dress however he wants. We should talk about so today for the late show for tonight. We have a couple things going on, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We got this shot, which I feel like is an amazing shot. I love this shot. It is already in the process of printing things. Normally this would be the end of the first half that we'd be getting to right here, but now full on. What is this, Adam? How far into it are we?
So this is actually only about an hour in so far. But here's the deal: is I think that the format change, so to speak, is to just make sure that you get to see 3D printing right off the bat, and then we could talk about it.
Totally. So this is more foosball action. So we had another 3D model of so basically, like, I went through some websites, we found some ones. I decided on some of the Halo 1 CE models. I feel like those look cooler, just kind of more angular, right? Like it looked, we could see that. So I went in the last 2 weeks and created a elite model for our foosball table. And I didn't create it. I downloaded it.
You downloaded it. Well, so it was how I have a question about it. So I downloaded your thing just into my own little platform. We could go look at it, so we can kind of break it down.
Wait, get in the shot.
Oh, here's how I get myself in shot. Oh, my name's Adam. I'm in the shot now.
Hey, Adam. Welcome to the shot.
Hey, you're in the shot now.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Now I'm in the shot.
See?
Perfect.
So you don't have to physically move ourselves. We just move the shit like that. Anyways, here we go. What do we got, Ryan? Talk about this. I don't have the actual full thing, by the way. I know there was a little tiny mini elite.
Oh, was there?
Oh, I need a bullet.
Standing in the middle of
Yeah, I should probably bring yours up too. But
maybe it was. Oh, so this is the elite. This is like a special elite. I thought it because they have the helmet that goes back. I think maybe that's usually they're like white elites. Yeah. I think, or maybe white or maybe gold. I'm not sure, but
like the special ops ones, right?
Yeah, something. But from Halo 1, and so downloaded this. Put our cutout into the middle, right, which we needed to do, and then added. So then I was like, why are we cutting this guy from, oh God, what is the cut when it's like lateral as opposed to the front?
The horizontal cut. I don't know. There's like is there a specific thing?
Yeah. It's like the it's like from anatomy.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
I can't remember. So anyway,
wait, just a second. You have a MFA, right? Is that correct?
Nah. Oh my God.
Calling you out, boy. Just kidding.
It's fine.
I shouldn't know what it is. I should know what it is, but I don't.
Supine?
Oh, yes. I know what you're talking about now.
Supine or...
Shit, you need to probably look this up.
Yikes.
Super... Yeah, you continue your conversation.
So basically what we were doing is, if you want to look at it, like, we were cutting them like down the middle of the neck, the middle of the head, sort of through the ear almost. And at that point it was like, it made sense kind of for the grunt, but you know, our heads are symmetrical. Let's just cut it down the middle of the nose, right? Straight between the eyes. And then it'll always be symmetrical. And then I'll just have to put bolts in, you know, so basically I chose his neck and his back on either side of the pole to put the bolts in. And yeah, and then cut him down the middle, and now he's ready to print.
And I think he came out really good, because I was looking at the model. The only thing I'm a little nervous of.
Yeah, this is where I didn't, and I want you to continue, but just for context,
you're good.
Like, I was looking at this and I said, none of this is paper thin, at least, right? None of it is just like a flat 1 pixel plane or whatever. And it all seems to at least have some kind of dimension to it that connects with something else. And so I thought, well, that's as good as I care about it. Well, and hopefully Adam knows if that'll actually
I think
print.
we're good. And so here's the deal: is that I think the modern slicers give you a little bit better handling of how this happens. And so in older ones, and this, I'm actually throwing this out from Talon, so I give Talon a lot of props on here, because I learned a lot from the dude.
Yeah, but friend of the show.
Absolutely. And so he was explaining that there's overlapping kind of objects, and those objects in older slicers would actually create issues, whereas now when the slicers look at it, or at least Kira, the one he likes to use, it will actually not care about overlapping kind of pieces. And so in this instance, you take it could be a junky overlapped piece, take it to another slicer, spit it out, and it's just going to look at like a block inside. So bad geometry of the past may not be nearly as bad as it is, you know, going into the future.
That's good, because I'm sure this has some, right? Like from what you can tell, probably that jaw, right? I imagine. That's
well, I just felt like it was a little thin at parts, but looking at it in this plane, it looks a little different. You know what? I think we might have a problem that I just realized that I didn't fix.
Oh no!
It's this one right here. It's gonna it's a diagonal, because I did not put any supports in that. So let's go look quickly at what supports I did put in there, because I didn't notice it. You see them?
Yeah. Okay, so you have the white sort of marshmallows.
Oh, look at this! Look at this, how it grows out though. And I'm looking right around here. Wait, I want to use my new little tool.
Okay.
Where's my tool?
New tool.
Let's see here, yellow. I'm gonna use this yellow. I'm gonna show it to you. Click on this little arrow, and I go boom right there.
Oh, that's from like the two, because there's kind of double fins that come out there, right?
That's what I'm saying. But if you look at this part right here, right there, right? You see that?
I see it.
All right, I'm glad you can see that. No, we're gonna go in and we're gonna look at. Oh shit! How did it zoom out?
So far away.
No, you know what?
What is happening?
No, I did this on purpose. I took the preferences, and it should not be able to click in and have it zoom out. I took that off, and now it's back. Those bastards. So if you're ever in this area, where do you have to go? You know, options.
Or like
there's always
some preferences or something.
It's always preferences or options. It's got to be in help.
No, what in help?
Configuration assistance. I don't know. It was a little backward. There it is. Tools, options, save, restore, disable.
What are we looking for?
I want to make it so when I click this middle button, it doesn't zoom out like that. And I swear,
mouse keyboard shortcuts.
It's not in there.
Because
there's a special place in there, and I turned it off, but for whatever reason,
now you have to turn off every time.
Wonderful. Yeah, that's lame.
Yeah.
Come on, Simplify 3D, get your shit together. Make this look like it's not from 1994. I love your slicer, but I don't like that look. All right, screw it. I'm just not gonna press.
Just
the
never
middle
press.
button.
Yeah.
Don't press the middle button.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. I do it all the time. Okay. So what I'm saying is, it's gonna grow out, and it's like it's just printing over what? Nothing.
Wow.
So what's gonna happen though? Is I feel like it's still gonna be okay, because look how it kind of slowly grows out.
Yeah.
And so it's going to just
going
like
over.
it's going to
that first line is going to be the big one, right?
And it's going to spit out
like
a lot of things.
Yeah. Oh man.
And you know what else I did that was wrong? But whatever, I was in a rush today. Screw it. I did a 50% infill, which I should have probably reduced it a little bit. So
Ooh, it's going to be thick.
Yeah, you want a thick elite, right? You like those thick elites.
We haven't.
Yeah.
Oh yes, lots of thick elites out there. Got to give them love.
All right, so a new thing for the show, or at least I got to throw props out to my girlfriend out there because she got me a special bottle.
That's right.
For the show.
Oh man.
And it has
cool
Abdominis on it. Oh, it's not gonna be in focus. But what's so cool about it? It has the Necronomicon flesh, which big Evil Dead 2 fan.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a really good addition. So what we do typically for the show is drink, right?
Yeah, we always have a drink before we start the show.
We just have some.
This is a conversation. This is Adam and I's hangout time.
You're just hanging out with Adam and I.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the show is.
You're getting the benefit of us just chilling together.
Yeah. Which includes drinking some whiskey occasionally. Mm-hmm. Which I'm good with. Yeah, and
Necronomicon cups matching.
Man.
So
the matching glasses that go with it. Awesome. Cheers. Good show. Nice.
So, what do we? Conor McGregor whiskey, by the way, if you were wondering.
Yeah.
What we were drinking tonight. So it's not always the choice. I'm typically a Colorado whiskey or bourbon kind of dude, but I had a bottle of that. Wanted to taste it up. That's what we're drinking tonight.
I thought it was perfectly acceptable whiskey from someone who knows very little about.
That's right.
What is good and what is bad in the world of whiskey.
I think it's not it doesn't have as much bite. All right,
that's probably
let's
true.
look into this the print for just a second because I want to look at a couple things. So I have lowered the print a little bit, the print head, and this might be one of the last times we see this print head, which is made of brass or copper. No, it's not copper. It's got to be brass.
Say it so disdainfully because the new one is made out of some kind of
steel,
new
hardened steel.
Ah.
So the difference is that this one, there's actually abrasive filaments out there. And so if you were to have glow-in-the-dark filament and you're pulling it through devices and printing with it, it'll actually rub so much on like aluminum or different pieces that it'll actually wear it away and wear pieces of it down there. And it's because of how it has different kind of molecular structures or whatever the hell you have inside.
Like the glow-in-the-dark one is just rougher or something.
It has a
like
rough
that.
thing that gets pulled through it. And so you go with hardened steel. And then also with hardened steel, you can increase your temperature.
Okay.
And then you can also do some different kind of print types. So it's also recalibrating it. So I got some of these hardened steel things.
Yeah.
I wanted to also upgrade one of our printers at work, and we're going to continue with some other TPU prints, some other things, going down the show. I love the foosball angle we've been taking, and now that we've really taken off and kind of got our beat at what we're going to be doing, I think a lot of this is just checking in on the process, like where we're at, how we've built it. And I think we're going to start moving forward with some other prints, some other fun stuff that we need to I think talk about in this
Totally.
world.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we'll just check in with this stuff as we get it, as it's going.
And so one thing that I did do, and we can just take a quick brief tour of this. And so if you look at that roaming cam, and Ryan will adjust this, is that I had this piece that broke. I think we did this on the show, or maybe I did it on one of my Adams talks, is that brown piece and that black piece are very similar. Broke a little magnet holder that just, when you open and close the cupboard door, it holds your magnet so it snaps your door closed and opened. Little thing broke off. I'm like, easy fix. Printed the other thing right behind it. I actually made some modifications, made the magnet work a little bit better.
This was on the last show.
Hell yeah, it was. It was beautiful. Remember, it was like I was struggling with Fusion 360, and then out of my ass, I pulled this in Tinkercad.
Yeah, exactly. It was done. It was done before the show was done.
Hell yeah. And so it works. I was really impressed with the fact that you can kind of come up with those kind of things. But now, as I've been thinking about the opportunities of what we can do going forward, I don't know. There's a lot out there that I think we need to start stepping into. So I'm gonna just throw some ideas on you because there's I'm just getting excited about this, but I need some help.
Okay.
and I'm trying to think about what you could do. So there's the typical thing where you can get a complex statue and do some other things. And I know that you and I have talked about that, and we can talk about that too. And I'd say that's definitely something we could do.
Okay.
But I'm really into the idea of integrating some sort of big data into a project that's 3D printed, also with like fiber optics or something like that.
Ooh.
Let me throw down like one thing that really impressed me that's got me thinking about this. So I went into Texas A&M, and in one of their engineering buildings, this is called the Zachary building, you walk in there and there's this art installation, super badass. It looks like it has all these different depth to it. And then there was some fiber optics that were fed into it.
Yeah.
And what it would do is they had trackers at all the doors. And so then the fiber optics in the art piece reflected the amount of people in the building. And then there was some sort of like, based off what door it was, more of the light piece, the piece would light up in different places. So I was like, that is freaking bad. Whoa.
He was so excited.
that was freaking badass.
Yeah.
And so when I walked in there, they were showing all these other art pieces that did that, but that was the most impressive one.
Yeah.
But what I think we could do, and this is my idea.
Okay.
At least one of the ideas.
Right.
Is what if you did one that was based off of like weather, or something like where you had a really cool art piece, like in the mornings when it's hot, it's like the yellows or something of a sun, or in the winter, you have snow that's
blues
like blues and like
grays.
things twinkling down on it. What would that look like?
So, and like, this is like a sort of clear plastic thing that you're like hanging on your wall or something. It's like a cool like art piece. Like it kind of looks like, I was picturing like, I don't know, like squared off, some kind of like rods of clear plastic all like piled up on top of each other to look like something.
I don't know what it looks like. That sounds awesome. Like I think so it should stand alone without the electronics or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I think those kinds of things would help kind of give it a presence if things weren't going right. Yeah. So your weather temperature gauge that you have on the outside of your building is like blocked.
Oh, it would just be connected to the internet, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I imagine you would just connect it to the internet and have it be like, what is it like in this, area or something.
But you could, so depending on how far you wanted to go. So I work on a campus. We have temperature gauges for the county here. Right. On our buildings, and we can tap into those resources. So you would be taking live data from your campus, for instance, and being able to then display it in a cool, meaningful way. And then, but then in a cool, artistic way. I just love the idea of like melding all those. So what it would take is I think we would need to have some sort of chips in there, some motherboards, some like LEDs.
A little Arduino.
Or there's another term for it. The hell is it?
Tiny computer.
Tiny computer, the LGU.
That's the other name.
Yeah. So you would be able to kind of create that, and there's plenty of stuff online that you would be able to look like. There was one time a guy that built something where he was what it would do every time there was a thumbs up, on his like one of his YouTube channels, in the background of his shot, it would like light up for a certain number of times. So he was just tapping into the API. Like you could do some kind of event stuff
because
like
they have ones that you can buy for like shops, and it'll be like us on Facebook, and it has like an analog thing of flipping numbers, and it'd be like, we have 300 likes, and then if you even go in on your phone and go like it'll go click, and it'll like flip over to 301.
Yeah, that would be badass.
Yeah. So that would be cool. We should think about like what sort of API or something, like what easy thing can we pull from the internet that would be like an interesting data to work with to make the visualization, right? Because it could be weather, right? What are other things that you can get from just like...
I think we should actually do something for the stream, and then we should hang it right there behind us.
That would be
cool.
And
it should be like, because we tend to go idealistic. Maybe we just do like something relatively small to start to see the concept through.
I like that
and then
idea.
that way, because here's the deal, is I just love to learn things, and I have like little kits over here that I'm 100% sure that we found some tutorial. We can go online and put something together pretty cool.
Yeah, so maybe it's we'll think about it, right?
Yeah.
Like what if it would be like subscribers, or I don't know what it is, right? Like something that ticks up
a special button that when you press it in Twitch, it does something behind the scenes.
I know, right?
We'll figure it out, or maybe it's just something on the show where we can click a button and something happens. But I just like the idea of learning that concept because I think it could be applied to like other kind of concepts. And then
because it's almost like you need to do the small one before you do like the giant installation of it, right? That we could. That we're gonna put in your front yard, Adam, on a giant bowl.
So we'll play with it. We're gonna start doing a little prototyping on that, and this is amongst other kind of ideas that we've been having for this. Is that there's other opportunities out there. I'm starting to get my Fusion 360 on. There's other platforms I know that we've been working. So I think the new idea is we're gonna bring in some insights. Bringing them into the show, show you where we're at. Sometimes we're gonna tool with it. Sometimes we're gonna just already have it built, like tonight. And we're just going to go through kind of where we're at. One of the things is we are printing this right now. We identified one of those issues that we had with it. But just to give you kind of a quick idea, because this is the 3D printing piece, this is where we added some additional supports. We're running this on PETG. And in terms of our processes and things like that, it's the typical you've seen on all these shows. So the only big, I guess, piece is we're running this at about 50% infill, which is usually for our finished pieces, but we're pretty confident that this little cutout right here is going to work. I'm pretty confident of it. What is the time in difference from 50% to what you would typically do 10% or whatever? That's a great question. I would say let's actually test that. So it's probably not a humongous amount of time, but let's take my infill down to like I would do 15 for a prototype.
15. Okay.
So if we prototyped it, it's going to be, I'm going to guess 3 hours maybe? 5 hours and 6 minutes. That was a little under. So here's the deal is I'm at 50 and it's still 5 hours. I'll just tell you that right now. No surprises. Might be a little bit more. 6 hours.
Why? I feel like it should be way more.
And that's the thing that's interesting. So all that green, and then it turns into actually orange. Yeah, orange is infill. And what I have is I can't remember even what pattern I'm doing right now. I think it's just
waffle.
Could be.
Sounds like a waffle.
I would want a waffle right now. That sounds delicious. Rectangular, the most generic version of what you can do. So watch this. I just want to show you something. You can turn it to concentric and watch this. What happens? You saw how it was like all hatched?
Yeah.
So this is a fun one to watch when you print it. The infill stays. The infill stays the same. So I guess you probably can't see it, but on the outskirts, it basically just goes around and around and around instead of doing moves and doing little pieces. But I guess the infill doesn't do
the infill
concentric.
Doesn't actually do that.
Well, it might still. But here, let's just do wiggle for the hell of it. See what that looks like. Just see different infill types. So it's still concentric on the outside, but then the inside might have like a cool different texture.
They're like, one's more supportive or something, or one I saw honeycomb.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's different structural kind of elements that you might do for different shapes.
Okay.
That would that give you different effects. So sometimes, and one of the things that I've been actually doing is doing it with 0 infill. Not this particular one, but let's take that down to like nothing, and you just run with the shell itself.
Like the Master Chief helmet that we did.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, that one already was blank inside, so you're basically just doing like a hollow thing. And I've done this before with TPU, and it's just like a shell of a thing, and it's so cool. It like squishes down and opens up.
So is the green right there? That's just not showing up?
Solid layer, gap infill, and so what you're seeing is like when we cut into that, imagine peering in all the way to the bottom. So you're seeing.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I didn't get it's hard
depth.
With that perspective,
yeah,
right?
It does definitely look a little different there.
Yeah. So. Okay. See, there you can see it. Yeah. Nice.
All right, so I think that's it.
She's going.
We got some new cool things. We got some toys that are old school toys on the show, right?
That's right. Yeah, this is I love this. So Adam, wrote me with this the other day, talking about just like what games do we want to play on the stream. You know, at some point we're gonna finish the Halo CE, and we're just gonna want to play other types of games. And as you know, we have other systems that we could hook up. You know, do you want to play old school games? I think Adam has like a Mister. No, he doesn't have a Mister. What is the what's the retro?
Retron 5.
Retron 5. He has a Retron 5 for playing old games, which we have used a few times. And then he wrote me about a system that he has had since he was a kid, and I'll let him explain it a little bit. It was good.
I have an Aquarius, an original Aquarius
From Mattel.
And
it is a Mattel Aquarius.
So basically, when I was a kid, the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo came out, and I'm like, oh, that's so bad. I want to play those games. And then my parents are like, yeah, nah, you're going to have the sweet Aquarius.
Aquarius.
Aquarius, it's the next thing. They only sold like a ridiculously low amount, I think, in the States.
Didn't they like
weeks.
cancel it as a product in like 6 months or something?
Yeah,
I don't want to say.
And then sold it off. So we can talk about probably history of this Aquarius
Yeah.
machine, but I guess my history with it. And here's the thing.
Oh yeah.
I don't
okay.
even know if the damn thing works. So we might be just like
we
selling
might
this
just be talking
thing
about it.
that doesn't work, but we'll definitely show it. But there was this game, and I got to get it right. It's Night Stalker.
Yes.
And it kind of has a Donkey Kong-esque look to it, or a Pac-Man ripoff look.
Yeah, like the map looks very Pac-Man.
But my God, like, if you didn't have Mario and you didn't have that, like, and you're like, this is the video game you get to play, I played the shit out of that game.
You deal with what you got when you're a kid.
Just to throw it out there, just because we're talking about this, do you know what other games I played a shit ton of? Those like little ones that you would buy at the store.
Ooh.
That you have
Like
just like
Tiger
yes.
Electronics.
Oh my God.
Like Hot Rod Racing, and it'd be like the one little car that goes like the, like.
So my favorite game, I spent like probably a summer earning money to buy, was a Simpsons watch game, and it was terrible. And I spent all my money to get it, and basically it was like, you were getting pies thrown at you, and you were Bart like jumping and dodging the pies, and there were like 3 or 4 enemies that would throw those pies at you.
Is the difference between the video games that we had as a child and the video games that our children have right now, is there going to be that big of a gap when they're our age, do you think? Like is it going to be like so much that they're like, you were playing that as a child? Which that's what my children would say, right? If I showed them that, you know?
Well, here's the deal. My kids play a freaking Xbox 360 game, and they think we're archaic.
Yeah,
and it's
I guess
like,
that's true.
They're like, where's the depth? Where's all the shadows? They're like, that looks like a big polygon, and they don't even say that. It's
terrible. Yeah. We grew up in another weird time of going through college and high school with like terrible systems. I feel like, sort of the first PlayStation. I guess PlayStation 1 was okay.
That was a good one.
I don't know. PlayStation 2 was where it was at.
Yeah.
Right, but anyway.
Xbox. See, I was an Xbox guy.
Yeah,
so
me too.
I jammed out on that.
Yeah.
All right. So in terms of that for the
we're getting off. Do you want to show it off? It's over. Like, do you want to put it on camera?
All right, let's do this. Oh, the Aquarius? Or?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have a really good camera, but I can go grab it.
I think you like maybe just like the box that some of the games, because I feel like they're so pristine. So Adam should. So I didn't know what the backstory was of this really, except for that it was Adam's as a child. Oh, that's so great.
In the box.
Wow, nice.
And like original, like this is the hilarious part.
Yeah.
In the box, I think this was like the protective cover.
So Adam Poches.
So hey, this was even me. I think
this
my dad helped. There you go. But here's the deal. So what you get in your little package?
Oh, okay.
Little cart.
Hey,
those look into the machine.
The very Atari-esque, I would say, right?
And you know one thing I loved about old games, and I'm not going to even lie, is that you actually had a legitimate manual.
It's full-on manual. No, because you can't look it up, right? You can't like go and find, the thing. Yeah.
How to play the game.
Wow.
Jeez, look at that. They even have like a character model.
That's great.
That's very well. Look at the graphics on that.
It's actually it's like a cool graphic design piece.
Like you have to. Okay, so you look at the cover, and then you like put yourself into that zone. some dudes running around shooting robots behind a maze wall.
Man, they're always so abstract when it came to the art, like the cover art versus what you were actually playing.
But the goal is, I think we're going to try to play this. No, and they're absolutely right. I mean, you had to sell it with this. It was judge a book by its cover, man.
Cell phone games do the exact same fucking thing nowadays.
Except then they monetize it with a bunch of other bullshit.
They're worse. Yeah, it's worse now, if anything.
This was a complete game, at least.
At least you got that. At least there was that. There wasn't microtransactions. And,
yeah, it's a physical piece of it.
So I did have a question. So when I looked it up, awesome. So when I looked up this basically unknown to me console from Mattel, I was trying to figure out what the what kind of plug into television situation we had going on with that thing. Is there anything that's even remotely put towards like a manual or a modern way to get it plugged in?
It's just a like RGB kind of things, yellow and then red and white.
Yeah.
So it comes off with one video, and then it comes off with a mono audio that splits into two, so you get stereo. So okay. I have not set this thing up, but I did buy a part to get to like some of our old school stuff. I think we should go there here. So I talked about this on the last stream. I just did my little piece of it, but I think it's worth looking at once again. So what we're gonna do is let's just take a look at this. So back when there's our Halo. So you want to push the button right over there, Ryan. We're gonna watch this start up on the HDMI switcher there. Just push that button there. So we're at nothing right now, which is what we want it to be. So I'm turning on an original Xbox.
Bum bum bum.
Hopefully this is gonna work. Hopefully it's gonna work.
There we go. That boot up screen. Love that. What the hell was that thing? Who knows?
Bubbling Xbox. It looks badass. I love that logo of it just like tearing up.
Yeah.
Because it actually looks like it's tearing out of something.
Right. Yeah. And then this weird thing.
But this is it. Like this was the menu structure.
Yeah.
So I do have some controllers here too.
Oh,
so
nice.
We can look at, but to be able to do this next step. So here's the thing. Tonight, Ryan, do you want to play Xbox Halo 1 on this Xbox?
Yeah, I feel like that would be great.
Right. I think we should. Now I don't know the condition of this game, but maybe we
just have to wipe it off on our shirt.
So I know it looks. So let's go back to this camera. You want to just give everyone, while I connect these controllers up, a little bit of history on our Halo experience here.
Wow. So this is original Xbox. From what you know of Adam, of course it has all of its original packaging, and I'm surprised there's not the sticker that you had to peel across the top. But this was a game that Adam and I played through on co-op Legendary, I would say multiple times. Like it's got to be, and the one that we dragged around to different LAN parties. I'm sure this is the exact one. It doesn't look too bad.
It was relatively well done. So the LAN party thing was great because what we would do is CRT TVs, big ass ones.
God, so heavy.
Carry those out, shove them in there, and then we get a couple people, and you can make. One of our streamers out there, Disturbed. We would actually go to his house. One of our people that's in contributing.
Friend
here.
of the show.
Friend of the show. I don't know if he's out there tonight, but anyhow, it was so fun. Like those are some of my most fun memories of being in those like LAN battles because it didn't exist.
Because it was such a pain in the butt to do. So you sort of like felt like you had to stay there, right, to get it worthwhile. So then, everyone was committed to the night. And then two, there, because there was no, multiplayer online, the only way that you ever could play a multiplayer thing was that way, and so I remember feeling like a god going into some of those. I mean, like I'm the greatest Halo player ever, and then you get online, and of course you're terrible.
Let's go check out Halo because you know what, this experience, Ryan and I, for a lot of years, like Halo 1 was the only thing that existed in the entire universe of Halo, and like we got cliffhung, and if you know how it ends,
right.
like we watched that over and over and speculated. Yeah. Where is he gonna go? What's gonna happen? What's the next kind of thing? So this was like the hype game of our generation. Like we had played the shit out of this game. Now for a lot of like newer gamers, I think Halo 3 and 2 was their entry point. So I've heard from a lot of people that they played a lot of Halo 3.
Halo 3. Because Halo 3 multiplayer was very good.
It was very good. And that's where everyone got into it.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to say this is where we kind of stood in. And I love this little, this menu that's here just because it's so like raw. And one thing, just as a quick piece of history on this, Ryan, is if you sit here, and it's going to be hard to kind of hear it. We could if we want to try to do it. Let's listen. We can hear. So in the background, every so often you can hear like some talking.
Really?
Oh
yeah, like radio transmission.
That is actual radio transmissions of one of the Apollo missions that they integrated in the background of this thing.
Nice.
And maybe it was an Apollo, but it was a space mission for sure. And so I just thought that was a sweet little thing. Like they really put a lot of little like hidden gems, and there's probably something that I'm also missing in here, but just I loved how that felt. This is how you get it.
Just sort of like pretendy future interface, like a bad Jarvis.
I loved it. I love this interface.
It's great. I loved it at the time too. Just like now, just looking at it, you're like, what even is that?
That's true. It's like a designer's.
Just like a background thing, like a random weird background thing.
And then you put a game in and it just starts. That's how it worked. You don't have to start it.
That's right.
So let's take a minute to absorb this.
Original.
So classic.
Because do you get that logo at the beginning of the Master Chief Collection?
I don't think so.
No.
So here's my take on this is
the
graphics may look shit on like high def modern platforms, but this is original Halo right here.
Yeah.
That looks pretty damn good.
Totally. Like you get sort of that far off shot and stuff. Like I feel like classic. And of course the chanting and music and stuff is always helpful.
Here's the deal, Ryan.
Okay.
If I go into multiplayer and we're gonna do cooperative play, we have our original fucking things on here with it done to the current level. We've already beat legendary.
This is we're on the last level of this.
Prior to freaking achievements, we did this shit manual and didn't have to have some sort of little icon tell me that I did this shit.
It was in my heart is where I knew.
That's right. But you know what I was thinking? So what did we do last time? We were jamming out.
We did a library.
We did. I was thinking. Okay, you know what I do need to do? Because last time I was playing this, I felt like is that settings? Select the profile to edit. I want to get it not so dark.
Oh, you're trying to do some,
Can I do that here?
Oh man, I don't even know.
Change control.
Advanced setup?
It's the only thing. Maybe you can't. Maybe this, like in this mode, you can't even change shit. All right, because it was a little dark in some spaces, so that's why I'm a little nervous. But here, screw it. We should go in there. I did kind of want to do something though. Here, let's jump in, and you get your time. Let's do a little quick multiplayer match here.
All right. Man, this controller feels a little beefy in my hands. This is a normal 360 controller, which I love. Is a wonderful controller.
I think I got my shit down too. Let me see if I can get this down. So 1, 2. So I'm 1, so I need to go on 1. And
that looked like it worked.
I memorized this shit, Ryan.
Great.
I memorized it for us.
Hey, it worked.
It did. Okay. So then I need to go back here. So I was trying to make this transition smoother. I think we did it. So what we're going to do is going to go into a multiplayer map. I was like, which one should we just play with and just look at? And we can kill each other.
Something smaller.
So like these are original maps. They're so fun. Like all of them are so good. Let's do Sidewinder because it's so big. No, Battle Creek is a small one.
Battle Creek is good.
Longest is that hallway.
That was one of the ones we didn't play very much.
But it did come back as like
that's true.
As one in the later. This one was terrible.
That was terrible. I remember
they redid it. Wizard. That was a really good one. We should just look at Wizard. The other one was that other what the hell one was it? Look at this. Xbox name's Johnny.
Oh, your Xbox name is Johnny.
That's sweet.
Did you?
No, I think they just did that. That was the thing that they used to do.
Yeah, God, mine must have had one, and I probably looked at it all the time, but I can't remember it.
Never know what
Too
it was.
bad.
It was like Tweezy or Queasy or something like that. I could have sworn it was something.
Yeah, something
the Y
weird
at the end. So what's cool is our layouts from the original Halo work. Look at this. So we could still do the cuts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hey, you can only split the screen at one point, right?
Yeah, that's right. That's what
oh, look, your D-pad. You can move on the D-pad.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Oh, shit. This is so fun.
Man,
and
that pistol.
And with the twist.
The little twist of the head.
So just... Truth be told, Ryan rocks me like a motherfucker.
Well, I feel like Halo 1 was the game that either Halo 1 or maybe 3.
Oh, I can't even jump. I missed the gap. There's a body going in my face. I don't even have a map. Oh, this is the time when they didn't put...
There's no maps?
No, look at there's no radar.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think it was too small that it was just... There was no point for it. I can't jump. Okay, I can't jump. I'm pretty late on my damn jumps.
Yeah, well, it like takes a second.
Yeah.
I feel like this. I wonder if they messed with some of. Yeah, because I can't jump over nothing.
You have to you have to do your jump beforehand. Ah! Oh God! Just one hit left. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh.
I was trying to hit like. Right trigger.
Oh, I got my jump on. Oh, there's the flags behind here. I remember this. This is fun times.
Oh God, I'm gonna have a hard time with this if we play like the campaign in this. It's gonna be.
That's what I was saying. Oh shit, he's invisible. And see how like
Stop looking at my screen.
No, I heard it. I heard the invisibility be taken.
Wow.
I can't screen look on this. I'd have to look up at the stream window. It is blurry as shit.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's also part of the stream pieces. Ah! I knew you were coming. Oh.
I lost which one. I keep trying to hit right bumper to like punch you.
Oh yeah.
It's not coming out.
There's no bumper.
Yeah, there's no bumper.
You know what's funny is that this controller has like a worn away thumbstick. Ooh. You know how you have those thumbsticks that
yeah.
jack. Oh, remember the warps in here? The responsiveness is here.
Yeah.
Do you think you want to play a map of...
Yeah. I mean, we did just like the next level.
Yeah.
Oh, he stuck me.
Oh, did you get me?
No, I only had normal grenades.
When they would line grenades up in a line.
That's fun.
And they had ladders. Ladders being the pieces.
Oh, I got into the middle finally.
Oh, and life being a thing.
Yeah, that's always like not just being able to have your life come back. Always tough. What is this game to?
I don't know. We can quit it at any moment.
I feel like you're kicking my butt.
I'm doing a little bit of that, but it's not. I think it's more luck than anything.
No.
But I had to play this the other day just to check it out. Oh, there he is. Oh shit! Oh, my punches ain't down. You had me with full armor. Good job. You took me down all the way.
Yeah, these I feel like these levels are very good, especially for.
Oh, it slows me down. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, like the stun lock or whatever on it.
Oh shit. I think grenades felt like more bullets in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, you got the goddamn thing. I heard it. You bastard. Damn it. I really want to screen look you so bad.
Just like whipping grenades around corners.
Well, that's how you do it. With no ability to see shit.
Yeah. Just like guessing basically where they're gonna show up.
I remember some really fun games. This is like a pro level. Or MLG. Oh shit, I just saw you go in front of my ass. God damn it. All I had to do is hit punch, and that would have been great. I love how the blood's everywhere.
Yeah. It's
like a little palette of. I have missed the jump more than I've made the jump.
Yeah, I have not.
It's like
timed out the jump. I feel like it's very different in the Halo, Master Chief Collection.
Yeah,
like maybe they fixed some things.
Yeah, I don't know. We might have to jump into that other version. I got it down. It's like you have to just hit it early.
Yeah, it's really for some reason it's just like
early.
really early. Oh, oof. Got me. That was good. Oh, and then here's like my flying guns right in front of my spawn.
Right there. I'm gonna do this. You're gonna hear me. Grenades. Oh shit.
Oh, got me. Nice. I didn't even get that much down off of you. That's weak.
Because I got that grenade push. I like how we we're like, let's just test this out, and now it's like, all right.
We're full match.
Hold
in.
on. We're in. Oh, I almost blew myself up. Oh, good hit. You got me. Damn it! I was like, I'm pinned.
I'm just dancing around those grenades. It's like you know they're coming.
Oof. Oh, if you would have missed that.
Yeah.
May have had you.
Ah! Run away.
Shit. Where's that fool?
I'm dying.
Yeah. You can go hide. See how it is. Did you go through that, you little punk?
No, I didn't.
Oh shit. You sneak. Yeah, like you knew I was gonna do that. I don't know which one you're in.
Good one.
Oh!
Oh, I can't dude, every time I go to punch I hit that right bumper.
Oh, really?
And then I go right and then I die.
Oh. God, I can't believe this came out. When did this come out again? We did this
2001?
Yeah. It's still fun. This is how games should be. Fun. It was good, man.
It's like we have the exact same strategy as well. Like, it couldn't be more just mirror match of
Strafe,
tactics.
Grenade.
Yeah, strafe, grenade,
Swap.
change to
Clean up.
Yeah.
This is a perfect level for it too. With like more people though, it's hella fun. Oh, you got
That's
a good
right.
kill. That was a nice one.
I was like, don't let him look at my screen. Hopefully he doesn't look at my screen.
I have honestly not looked at your screen other than one time. There was a one time, I'm not gonna lie. Rest of the time, legit. I know you saw me. Where you hid was evident.
Oh, I just blew myself up.
It's good. I'll take it. Find your ass.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
You're Obi-Wan
exactly.
and my fucking Anakin. Getting to high ground.
How do you change grenades? That's just impossible.
No, it's in the lower right thumb. It's those 2 buttons that are under the right thumb. Think. Maybe?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, right though. Yes, okay. And the light.
Yeah, don't forget that. That's a really key part of this right now. Is lights. What does this go to? Oh shit. Oh, you got me. I was like, maybe I'll survive.
Yeah, you got an overshield, right?
I was like, maybe it'll just take me down a little bit.
So the only Halo real life actual tournament that I ever entered was with my brother, and it was at a GameStop, and it was Halo 1 maps, and it was Hang 'em High
that was such a good level.
Yeah. And so we practiced Hang 'em High because they said, basically, they were like, we're only going to do it on Hang 'em High. That's the level that we're playing. And that's where all the games are going to get played. Cool. So we even practiced, like, telling each other where other people were. Like, we had zones on the map that we'd be like, they're in the ditch, right? Or they're in the tombstones, like, so that we could call out where people were when we... so we practiced that. And so we went in, and it was in a GameStop, and the TVs were like set in such a way that you needed to have, they were really hard to see because of the light and stuff.
Sure.
So what?
And they were playing on this, like, look how blurry it could have been too.
Exactly. And so everyone had to turn on their flashlight to be able to see each other, basically.
What?
Like, or to sort of see like where you were going and stuff. That's how hard
in
it was.
Multiplayer. Jesus.
In multiplayer. And so we did that, and we won our first game. Like, my brother and I beat the other team. And then the other team went up to us and they said, we think it wasn't really all that fair because we had to have our lights on the entire time. So we wanted to do a rematch. And I was like, well, it's going to be the same thing. Like, everyone had to have their lights on. We had our lights on, flashlights on. And so they were like, fine. And so we got on to the next level. We were like, great, next round. And they went, we're just going to change it up and make it Blood Gulch. And I was like, Blood Gulch, 2 on 2.
Randomly?
2 on 2, Blood Gulch. And I was like, first of all, screw you guys, because we practiced for this one. And then they were like, well, too bad. Because that's what we're doing. So then we just got sniped to death, like in
nice.
A grenade I threw straight to the wall.
I was chasing you for so long. So you were in Blood Gulch,
and we just got ate up. Like, they got the sniper rifle and they camped up somewhere and they ate us down until they got their 20 kills or whatever the game was for. And I remember thinking, like, that's so crappy because that's such a terrible 2 on 2 map, right? It's meant for 6 on 6 or at least 4 on 4. All right, I might have to. Good job. I might have to take a break.
All right, let's see here. Does it have a score? Do we even get scoring in this mode? I don't think it does it.
What?
Wait. Oh, wait. 10-9. I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna kill you.
See, I got to 10 before you got to.
Fine, you won. I'll take it. I'll take that.
All right, I'll be right back.
And I'll set us up in the other level.
Cool.
But I'm gonna go find him, and I'm gonna go murder this guy, cause he's a little pitch. Where you at, boy? Oh, there he is. There he is. I can't even push him. You beat me fair and square, mister. That's right. Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm not very good at this game. Wait. Yeah, that's me. Ah, sweet. All right, we're out. We're going to go and play some original Halo.
Game over.
Get ourselves all squared away. Let's check on this print. It's probably it's not at that point where it's going to do the overhang. It's going to be a few hours before we get there. See how it does that piece of it. In general, I'm pretty stoked about how that's going to look. I think it's going to look out pretty good. Okay, so as far as Halo 1, we were in the library last time. So we're going to need to go to Quap Play. Take my bones. See if Higley get on his time. Okay. Library. 2 betrayals. Oof. This is a dark ass level too. I don't know if we can bump the... I guess on the screens themselves we could do this? The input? I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work that well. Because it might just be too dark, so we might have to kind of run through that in a little bit here.
Too dark?
No, I mean, we're on 2 betrayals right now. So the question is, do you think 2 betrayals is going to be too dark in a legendary mode? God, I should have stayed on that screen. That was a sick ass like icon there. But look at the coolness. Remember this screen of the loading also.
So this screen always filled me with a bunch of anxiety because this was the screen whether your disc would load or whether it wouldn't load if it was scratched. Now, the Pocious family obviously never had to deal any with that because they kept their things pristine. Like this 20 plus year old disc has nary a scratch on it. So it loads. Mine, on the other hand, you would get to Assault on the Control Room, which was an amazing level, and it would mess up.
Like such a good level too.
It's like such a good level for it to mess up on.
But this is the original, dude. We're playing originally on this.
It's like classic.
Can't believe how blurry it is.
Oh, well.
It was.
And we were also watching it on a CRT.
Yeah. Regular depth. That's okay. This is cool. I love that we're actually playing on this.
Yeah.
And everyone gets to see on the original system.
OG Xbox.
That's kind of the theme here. I think we're going to do a lot more retro crap.
Yeah. Oh, man. I'm into it because I have a whole section of my knowledge of video games from that era that is not like I have a couple Touchstone, but like there's a ton of stuff that I would like to play.
So I don't know if we're gonna get through this whole thing. I don't know what time we started the show late.
Oh,
this is the late show.
Yeah, but this is the late show.
We got to see some original things. Let's see how this goes.
Okay.
Let's take it for just a bit of time. And
I also have, if you want to do at the end, I do have a trailer that came out today.
Ooh, okay, let's do this. Let's just do like the first part of this.
Yeah.
And then that way we can save it the rest for next time.
Cortana.
Yeah.
I've spent the last 12
Love this
hours
Cortana.
up
Yeah.
here watching you
Pissed
talking
off.
about helping that thing get set to slit our throats.
Hold on. now.
You could have told me.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. He's your pal, is he? Your chum? Do you have any idea what that bastard almost made you do?
Yes. Activate Halo's defenses and destroy the flood, which is why we brought the index to the control center.
You mean this?
A construct in a core? That is absolutely unacceptable.
Sod off.
Why, goodness. I shall purge you at once.
You sure that's a good idea?
How dare you? Oh,
Do what? I have the index.
gotta
You
float
can just float
and
and
sputter.
sputter.
Enough. The flood is spreading. If we activate Halo's defenses, we can wipe them out.
You have no idea how this ring works, do you? Why the Forerunners built it? Halo doesn't kill Flood. It kills their
She sent us on the mission before to go get the
He-
damn thing.
I think she didn't know at that time, and then her connections, she wasn't connected with, so figured it out, and then wasn't connected with the chief in between that time, was she?
Of all sentient life.
We don't get like Cortana in our head during those.
No. So the basic thing is we go on this big ass mission because she's like, go, just do this thing. And we're
Yeah.
like, what? Why?
It's super important.
And then we just run off and do it. And now she's bitching at us because we did it.
I
And then this thing's
definitely-
going to kill everyone. That's just the quick synopsis of
Right.
it. Like, if we do the thing that's supposed to kill this little thing, it kills everything.
Yeah, yeah. It just kills off all food for it to eat.
how couldn't you?
How couldn't
Left
you?
out that little detail, did he?
We have followed outbreak containment procedure to the letter. You were with me each step of the way as we managed this crisis.
Chief, I'm picking up movement.
Why would you hesitate to do what you've already done?
I loved it.
We need
It's
to
a good.
go. right
It's a good
now.
setup scene.
Last time you asked me if it were my choice, would I do it? Having had considerable time to ponder your query, my answer has not changed. There is no choice. We must activate the ring.
Oh, snap.
Us out of here.
If you are unwilling to help, I will simply find another. Still, I must have the index. Give your construct to me, or I will be forced to take it from you.
That's not going to happen.
Save the head.
Save his head. Dispose of the rest.
It's good. I remember
Brutal.
loving that part. Oh, jeez. We should have
We
been
should
coordinating.
have had that more of a... One thing you can do is switch away from it and save it. I remember this part being a...
We can't let the monitor activate Halo. We have to stop him. We have
Especially,
to
I feel like
Halo.
all of these things are so much worse by
According to my
yourself.
analysis of
They
the
do?
available data,
Like,
I believe that
this
the course of
game,
action is somewhat
It just being able to like
explosion of
kill each
sufficient
other
size
and
will
get some
help
health
stabilize
back
the
and
ring, and
If
will
you
cut
let
through
them
a number
fight,
of
like, you can kind of
primary
get a little bit of
systems.
it.
Trigger a detonation
Yeah,
on a
usually
large
the,
scale, however.
Oh, but
the
no,
Covenant
Starship's
win.
fusion
Yeah.
reactors going
they just
critical.
did, like, quick, too.
Yeah, he's
I'm
throwing
going to search what's
grenades.
left of the Covenant
See, like,
battle
my
net, see if I can
freaking...
locate the
I'm
pillar of
dead.
Onyx crash
How am I
site.
freaking dead?
If the ship's fusion
I don't even get it.
reactors are still relatively
Who killed
intact,
me?
we can use them to destroy Halo.
I must have not even seen it.
Oh,
Because even to get yourself back, or even get me back now, you... Oh, I'm here. Never mind.
yay.
I was going to say it was going to be a pain in the ass, but guess not. Punk ass.
Give me your gun, whatever it was. I need to chill back for a second. I'm nearly dead.
That's probably a good idea. Now I'm fucking dead, so I'm going to back up. So, I always remember this being a big pain in the ass.
It's because they have a lot to hide behind. They can shoot fucking fast. God, I'm dead.
Yeah, okay.
And no ammo.
Ah, shit.
Ah, grenades.
I didn't have any. Just shot in the
According to my
back.
analysis of the
All
available
right.
data, I
So
believe
this
What's
is-
your
this course
analysis
action
of the
is
available
somewhat
data,
unreasonable.
Cortana?
An explosion of
How many times are we gonna
sufficient
hear
size will
that?
help destabilize the ring.
I feel like there's a
And
couple
will cut through a
strategies.
number
Going
of
in
primary
and just
systems.
killing
We
those...
need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however. Starship's
Okay, that was a
fusion
bad idea.
reactors going critical.
Don't just run in and kill things? Maybe?
I'm going to search what's left of the
Oh,
close.
they killed me. I forgot. Like, those guys are also not our friends.
No.
Yeah, maybe we should let them, like, get wheedled down a little bit.
Well, the problem is that they kill those things pretty quick.
Oh, and
Good.
wait. We got military grenades, too. Watch this.
We need to
How did you
trigger a
switch to 'em?
detonation on a
The,
large scale.
like, black button.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Starship's fusion reactors going critical.
2 military.
I'm going to search what's
Oh,
left of the
what?
Covenant
That's what
battle
happened.
to see if I can locate
Man,
the
I
pillar
got
of
killed.
Onyx crash site. If the ship's
Grenade,
fusion
random
reactors
grenade
are still
got me.
relatively intact, we can use them to destroy Halo.
Sniping with this?
Nice.
Oh! I saw it and I tried to move and I couldn't.
My analysis of the available
So I'm pretty
Oh,
sure the stream is going to be us getting out of this hallway.
Okay, as long as I can hear Cortana talk about a wildcat destabilization of the engines after
Is
this
that,
room.
is that where she talks about
I
it?
thought, isn't that this room?
I'm not sure. You know what? I wonder if we can help by...
Starship's fusion reactors going critical
Okay.
would do that. I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant battlement and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still relatively intact,
Man, I am
use them
done.
to destroy
I'm
Halo.
going too far ahead.
He laughed at you. He's going to laugh at me too.
Oh.
I can't close the door. I can't close the door.
Okay, I'm back. God, because there's like no cover.
Yeah, you have to go in those like little side things. You can have to like snipe with this thing.
There we go.
Oh, there's one more back there.
Oh, we dodged it.
Yeah. Okay, shit. It's bad. Right, back. I'm dead. My shotty's there? Oh, there's your shotty too. Shit. Oh, I'm back. See, you're right. Multiplayer.
That's where it's at.
That's what you gotta do.
Oh my god.
No grenades. Shite.
Oh, good job.
You
I
out?
think so.
It's really hard to see, like, what kind of person I'm killing or demoned.
Okay, now I'm gonna go back and get my actual guns that I care about.
Let's hope that I didn't accidentally run over your shotgun, because if I did, I'll give you this one. Oh, you got it.
I mean, hey, we died a bunch here, so.
We're good. I don't know. I'm trying to debate. Do we get... Okay, it didn't take us that many times. You ready for this?
Yeah. Well, this just opens up to another.
Fight, right?
No, it's like another gate. And then this is the fight. And then this is gonna be a bitch too.
Yeah.
So let's
I'm
see.
ready. It's like almost like, do you chuck grenades first and then...
Yeah. Grenades first. Try to stick an elite.
She said something... Oh, shit. Just like instantaneous. Oh my god. I was instant killed. That was dumb. My bad.
Oh man, yeah.
This is gonna be terrible.
I stuck an elite.
I didn't even know where the elites are.
Oh, I have like no health either. I killed one elite.
That's good. I'm just randomly checking grenades.
There we go.
Just pepper these little suckers.
Yeah, it's like we just need to get rid of some of the fodder, I think. Oh, grenades.
I wasted like 4 or 5 grenades. I think it's my timing with my shield regen too.
Haven't located the crash site yet, but we need to buy some time in case the Monitor or his Sentinels find a way to activate Halo's final weapon without the index. The machinery in these cannons are Halo's primary.
There we go. He's dead.
They consist
I'm
of
still getting
30
shot.
phase
Oh, there's
push
another
detonator
guy.
to amplify Halo's signal.
Shotgun that dude.
Fire deep into space.
Good job.
Power levels are enormous.
All right.
That was awesome.
Calculate the pulse's range.
Woo-wee. Oh, there's another guy. Watch out. Leap.
So, if we damage or destroy these generators,
Good job, man. That shotgun doing work.
before Halo can be used. That
Another
should
little
buy us some
grunt.
time.
Now,
Gonna
see-
kill me.
By marking the location of
Ooh.
the pulse with the nav point, we need to move in and neutralize the device.
Did she say it?
No, I think it must be a different time, I guess. Like I know when you walk up to the top of this,
I think.
but maybe it's on like the way back from this.
I think it
or-
is. Is it where we? We don't.
It's
land?
we're in like a big rush. I remember when she says it.
Got a checkpoint. I feel like there's a dude down here. I got somebody on my radar. What's this guy? Where's your shield, dude?
Where's your shield, bro?
That's right. All right. So what are we gonna do? Are we gonna run through this, or are you gonna talk? Are we gonna watch a trailer?
Let's see. Let's
Wait, we do have to go to the top here, right? Oh no, that's. What is that pointing towards? That
don't we?
waypoint.
Yeah. So I think we have to fight our way to the bottom and then take one of those
Things to the top.
banshees
Gotcha.
to the top.
Oh yeah, I remember this part now.
Jesus.
Did you get snipes?
Yeah.
Nice. Shot grenade. Not a very good, well-placed grenade. But
Hey,
a grenade
got him
nonetheless.
the hell out of there.
Sometimes it's just scaring them. Man.
Oh, blew him off the edge. Ah!
Got a little ballsy, didn't he?
Is this guy still here?
I need some health when we have a chance.
Stuck him in his face.
Ooh, I love that.
I love it when you hit them and they just like try to like shake it off, or they're like, oh, they're just pissed.
They know. I love how you can kind of strafe some of the stuff out of here. Oh man, that shield is bad on that guy. Oh, I'm out. Dead. Good job. And the snipes. I'm in.
Is he there?
He's gonna be right around that corner. If I can find my goddamn shoddy. There it is.
Oh, I could have got blown off the edge, right?
Yeah, I was nervous. But it's good. We good. This is a fun level. I do love this level.
They're all, yeah, like most of them are.
Just like there's like a interesting parts to all of them. Oh. I thought I might have. Oh,
Man.
we both
It ate it right at the exact same moment.
Nice. We're at a good point though. Because it's that freaking needler. I even saw it. I was like, there's my death.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, I took away your kill. Just blow up his corpse.
Yeah.
You got snipples. Snap
Alright,
that little. Shit. I don't know why I even ran in. I knew I didn't have enough health to do it. You got low ammo too. I'm dead. Just FYI.
Oh, I did not know that.
Got him though. Nice little takedown. Taken down by a grunt.
Ah. No, it was still
Got
him.
grunted.
Got grunted.
All right.
Yeah. We can pause here.
I think this is. Let's get to the bottom. I think that's a good piece. I think he sniped me in the back, but it's all good.
Is that what happened?
No, don't worry about any of that. Ah, yeah.
Fuck you.
Laugh.
Okay, I'm gonna do something better here.
I'm gonna do something better too. I'm not gonna.
Oh, he's already.
Keep wanting grenades.
Ah, I'm trying to wait too long. Good job.
All right.
I only have 4 shots.
Make them worth it. I remember like skating down this side.
Yeah,
and
I think you can honestly just like ditch
skip
all of this.
this. But you know what? We're not pissing out.
Yeah.
I'm dead, just FYI. I'm back, just FYI. A good moment.
Luckily, yeah, I remember this. Like, you could have the sniper rifle and you could get guys before they got into the
ships.
Yep. Yeah. Whoa, did you stuck on my thing.
Did I get him?
Yeah, I think so.
I chucked a grenade and not even looking. These were like bullets, though. I remember them just being so straight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
really powerful.
Yeah. I think we got close. And there's like a...
Those banshees.
What do you call it?
Wolf generator in time.
Hunter?
Is there a hunter up here?
I think so. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was when you're coming back. Oh, there's that big-ass wraith.
Oh.
Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. I made it to the bottom. Yeah, this is a battle. Just to get your ass down. Oh, rockets! I forgot about the rockets.
Are you back?
I'm
Oh,
back.
yeah, you're back.
You got
Kill
rockets.
this. Okay, let's kill this thing.
This wraith?
Yeah.
Get to the next checkpoint here. Oh. Shot a little.
I missed. I think I keep missing. Yikes. I'm already dead.
I think there's like a... Oh, that shotty's dead, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Did you get some hits on him?
No.
There's some teamwork that just happened on that
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Let's do more of that.
I need grenades.
Getting grenades thrown at me. Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
That was good.
That was some owning of those guys.
Yeah, how are we gonna kill this race?
This
Let's
raid-
see.
Where's your launcher?
Blown up somewhere? God knows where. Oh, there's nothing.
Is it
down.
dead? Oh no, it's not. Can you even kill it with a normal weapon? Oh Jesus, this is terrible. I don't think this is possible.
You're just shotgun it to death.
I don't know.
Take the.
I
take
get
the
if it let
Banshee.
me get into it, he's blowing the shit out of it right now. He knows exactly where I am. Ah! Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you.
Oh, look, I found it.
I know it fell down in there. If you can get it out of there. I don't even have shotgun bullets. Oh, I do. Never mind. Oh!
Yeah.
Did you get it with the
I got
thing?
I got two rockets in
Okay.
them.
It made it look like I used my shotgun.
You
I shot it.
shotgun.
I was like,
that was
yes!
great. Hell yeah.
I did it.
Shotgun Master Chief, just shotgunning wraiths to death.
Oh man.
That was good.
That's hella fun. All right.
Can we save it here now?
We
Or
can
does
always
it
get
work?
back here.
Yeah,
no, I
that's
don't think it does. In co-op, they never saved it.
Wow.
But that
Always have
was
to start over.
that was hella fun.
Yeah, especially with that original Xbox. Thanks for hooking that up. Do you
Hell
do you
yeah.
have any other original Xbox games?
Oh my god, there's so many
So
original
many.
Xbox games. That's the craziness of it. Dual player ones though, that's the question. I don't know
Ooh,
how
right.
if I do.
You would play some Brute Force. Remember that?
Do I have that one? Do you know what they're coming out with that I heard is Twisted Metal? And then,
So
like, in
I remember
PS5,
playing that.
Yeah, there was that one.
Man, I was so close to getting an Xbox Series X. I think today, at least.
Really?
I was in a queue.
Which type?
I had
Oh,
the Series X.
but from where?
From
Online?
Yeah, from Microsoft, I guess. Like, so I'm on. So I've been trying to get one,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so I signed up for a, what's the app that some people use to like coordinate shady shit? Telegram. Sometimes
Oh, yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just normal stuff too. But so I have a Telegram thing that basically tells me when any stores have them available online. It's some bot that figures it out, right? And then it
Nice.
just messages this thing instantly, and then you click on the link and it brings you right to the thing, and if you're logged in, you can like try and get it. And most of the time, literally I'm sitting there at work, just doing work, and I hear bling, it come up, and I go open, click on the link, it brings up the thing, and they're already sold out. Like, I mean, it's a bot that's getting it, right?
Yeah.
And so Microsoft has been the worst doing that because honestly, it doesn't even, for a while, it wasn't even worth my time to check that because it would just be out. And at least Best Buy and stuff like that, like they put you in a queue, and at least there's some kind of thing where like, I might be getting it, and then I
kinda-
never do. But at least in Microsoft,
Psychological.
yeah. Well, Microsoft at least now has like a thing where you like click and hold on a button, and it'll be like, we're trying to get you into a queue or know that you're not a bot, so click and hold onto this and stuff. And so then I had it in my whole thing, but I was in the middle. So I was in the middle of a meeting at work, and it was like a meeting where I had to be paying attention at that moment. Like follow-up questions were going to be asked of the things that I needed to be like listening to. And so I'm like, I have no, it's just me staring at the screen, probably looking around on a screen, not paying attention. But I was trying to get it, and it was, I have all my credit card information in there, bought stuff
Right.
from Microsoft. Like it was fine, but it kept asking me like, it would be like, what's your phone number? Oh, you didn't put in your phone number and stuff. And by the time I figured it out, it was like, well,
It was done.
you can't check out with the shopping cart because there is that item that you're trying to check out is
Expired.
is
You waited
sold
too
out.
damn long.
Yeah, so that's how close I got.
I thought you were gonna say for a second when you were talking about that like you get on there and then they pitch you against another guy. Whoever can hit the key
Oh, yeah.
long enough and arm wrestle it gets the Xbox. That'd be
that
sweet.
would be good.
So talking about that, I wanted to talk about that really quick. Is that one game I'm super stoked to play is freaking Tetris. So I'm a Tetris fanatic in a way, and so I was watching a Tetris channel, and they apparently still have a league that plays on original Nintendo.
I think that's
Tetris.
like the official like version or something like that. Like,
but
is this?
Here's the cool thing I just learned is a new tapping method. I didn't know how much of this stuff because I would do it, but there's okay. So there's the typical you're hitting a button a lot. That there's a specific thing for doing that, and then there's another one where you're like it's like a roll of your fingers, and then the new one is like rolling your fingers so that the controller is then hitting your fingers up at the top. So if you think about...
That's hard. I can't picture that
So
one.
if you roll your finger... Okay, so if I'm hitting this at the bottom of this controller, and I'm rolling this...
Yeah.
Think about my fingers hitting this controller how many times? 4 times, right? 4 hits if I do it fast enough. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so this finger maybe is slowly or quickly pushing, so I get 4 taps. Anyways, the point is, so the people can get it at 20 hertz, which is basically 20 taps of a button in a second.
Wow.
By using this method of doing that. Okay, why do I bring any of that up?
Yeah.
Is because in Tetris, once you get to specific levels, specifically level 29 or 30, the blocks come down so fast that if you don't hit it at 20 hertz, you can't get it to the other sides of the level.
Oh, really?
And so it's like it's kind of like those records. Like you could only get this far until somebody figured out a better way to do it and practice it and make it happen. So, anyways, my only thing is I usually start at level something, and I always called it damage, but you start at Tetris level. It's the highest level that it could possibly be, and it's completely full of like little bricks, and it's all messed up. Yeah. And the whole goal is, if you can get like 30 lines, you beat it. Because there was always you just keep going up and get as many lines until
infinite. Yeah.
But then it goes so fast that it kills you. So like, there's always an end to Tetris. Yeah. But I love the one where it's a challenge where like, can you get this many lines and also get rid of all this like.
That's fun. I'm sure yours is Game Boy, right?
Game Boy.
Yeah, the Game Boy. That's your preferred.
Yeah,
that's the one that you played the most of.
Because when you bought the original Game Boy, you had freaking that on it.
Did it come with Tetris?
That was the game it came with. The original Tetris.
A cartridge, or was it like
cartridge?
Okay,
absolutely, so a cartridge, and it's super key. All right, so we have just a minute of time left. Let's take a look at this trailer.
Yeah. So do you even know what I'm bringing up, Adam Pocious?
I do not have.
Okay, so a wait, look, there's this. A trailer dropped today.
Okay. Oh wait, I took it away from you. Sorry. Nobody can see what you're doing.
Great. So there was a new trailer that came out today, 13 hours ago, and it's for a reboot of Resident Evil.
As a movie?
As a movie. So it's a new movie coming out like in a month or something. It's like November, and it I think.
Who released it? Who's the official release by?
I don't know.
Just picking a random one here?
Well, so all I know, so all I know is that this had, no Mila Jovovich or whatever anymore. None of that whole thing. Like, I didn't watch all of those. I mean, I watched the first Resident Evil movie, right? And I played some of those games.
Right.
But like, okay, wait, pause it.
Wait, this is it?
This is it.
I want to make sure it's it. Okay. I just had to get to the commercial. Nobody's seen it yet.
Okay.
And I'm not even hearing it.
Yeah, you're not even hearing it. Okay, so I don't have necessarily all that much love for the Resident Evil, both video game or series. I mean, I played 4.
Okay.
Because you let me borrow it for the GameCube. And I played a couple other ones, and I've watched people play through some of them. But I know you probably had more of an affinity because it's zombies, right?
Absolutely. My introduction to like modern gaming, aside from the carts and going into disc, was on PlayStation 1 and playing Resident Evil 1 and 2.
Nice.
And I have the original walkthrough guide of Resident 2.
Hey.
It's so good. Like, that was my favorite one because it was creepy. And I even bought this like CRT TV that had this weird like thing I got at like a pawn shop or a thrift store, and it basically was burnt out in this one place, so it looked all creepy. So when I played it, it was like 10 times more creepy than it would be.
Oh, that's even better.
So, anyways,
ambiance.
I loved Resident Evil 2, just to throw that out there, because there was a lot of different ways you can play it. There was 2 different characters that you can play. It's a girl and a guy, Chris or Jill. And then there's some unlockables that were in there.
Yeah.
That you can play as a big piece of tofu that goes around with a knife if you unlock it. There was another guy named Hunk. Anyways, it was like such a great game for finding like little secrets and doing different things. And Resident Evil 1 was really fun. But it's I think the storytelling was what I loved about those initial games.
Yeah. How did you like the like limited ammo, can only use the gun when absolutely not, and you gotta like figure out how to stab them on the ground or something like that, or set them on fire so that you could save ammunition?
Well, that's the fun of it. It's survival horror, so it had that an element of realism. But one of the things that was interesting about the very first one, is you can beat the entire game with a knife, and you can get through there really super quick. So it was like a glitch, and people would do run throughs on knifing. Nice. And then in like later versions, they tried to make it so the knife was integral and had freaking damage and all this other crap on it.
So what about the movies?
Okay, good question. First movie, I was like, felt not like Resident Evil.
No,
never
it didn't.
did.
No,
I didn't get there are.
It felt like an actiony zombie movie, right?
They do have some moments that are 100% like callbacks to the game, but it was like, here's the game, and then here's our other crappy movie that we're gonna make that makes this thing. And then it just felt like it was the director like shooting sexy versions of his wife, because it was like,
oh, was it?
Yeah, that's how it was. Huh. It was the guy directing it was Paul Anderson or not Paul Anderson, but some Anderson.
Wes Anderson?
Nah, well, maybe, I don't know. Anyways, not Wes, because he's the one that does all the beautiful things. Yeah. So anyways, long story short is I think they just took it in a different direction, went on their own thing. But they did have some initial stories that kind of followed the games in the first couple, and then it just blew off into weird, crazy feel. Yeah. So we're gonna watch this shit or what?
Yeah.
Or give me the lead up. What are we doing here?
Basically, this is a reboot. So they're starting. This is origin story, basically, like Resident Evil with brand new people, and I don't know who's directing it, but hopefully they learn some lessons from those first ones.
But this is real. We'll this is real people. All right. Well, I guess I'm just getting my opinion on it. Classic shots.
Thanksgiving movie.
Every story has a beginning.
Is that Clara Redfield or Jill?
Discover the origin of evil.
Huh.
Why are you back here, Claire? Your conspiracies weren't true when we were
Claire.
kids. They're not true now.
We need to expose Umbrella.
Is that Chris?
Likely. Is that Emma? No.
I'm afraid, Claire. I'm afraid of what they're gonna do to this town.
Like they're unknowns.
Umbrella, they have them.
Got Banksy making posters?
If you know what I mean.
That's
People are
creepy.
getting sick. You gotta help us, Claire. Let the world know what's really going on.
Ooh, the dogs. I freaking hated the dogs from the original.
That's they gotta have those.
We have to contain this.
RPD is a big thing. That guy's from Zombieland. He was the hippie in Zombieland.
It's a weird four non-blondes, like a slow version of four non-blondes in the background.
Is that what that is? Yeah.
What were Umbrella doing here?
This is where they're experimenting on him.
She looks like Emma Stone, or who's that girl?
Yeah.
But like a rip-off version of her. Dude, that's the first room.
Yeah, that's pretty good, of the mansion, right?
Yeah.
Or well, this is a mansion, wasn't it?
This is key. This is like, that is the first thing you see a zombie.
Itchy Tasty. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
Have you heard of that?
I have not.
There's like a in the first Resident Evil, you pick up books.
Yeah.
There's one of a girl who's turning into a zombie, who's writing a journal.
Oh.
And she's taught and the journal just keeps getting more and more the words that she's saying are sort of like more nonsensical and more sort of like dumber, you know, like not using as many and not describing things as well. And then in the end, she's, you know, it's like everything is just itchy and tasty.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. It was like,
well, and then she obviously wrote it in her blood.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I'd say on my first look at that, seems true to the movie.
Yeah, a little more.
It doesn't necessarily, like, I feel like they played out Resident Evil so much that I'm like, I'm not super excited, but I'm going to probably watch it because it has, like, those good callbacks. That zombie looked really good.
Yeah. I think it could be a fun... I always thought it seemed, especially, you know, those early versions of it, so much... like they just wanted an action movie, right? Like they wanted a zombie action, shooting a million guns, machine gun over the top of your head while you backflip over a thing. Like that's the movie that they wanted. And they just went, whatever. People know Resident Evil. Like just throw that on there. Whereas this at least seems like it's trying to be like, oh, it's claustrophobic and it's like creepier. And
it had all the like the stars of the original kind of series that seems like 1 and 2-ish kind of mix match of the two. I'm excited.
I'm never gonna watch it because I don't like
it?
horror movies. So
okay,
but you'll have to tell me.
I gotta watch it just from the video game standpoint.
Yeah,
but see, it's like what the original Resident Evils did is like when you go through the 1 or 2, it's a normal story, and then it just goes into like crazier directions on like beyond there, and that's why it's like it always just gets so fanatic and it can be crazy and you can be everywhere else. So this is like initial zombie happening. How do you deal with it within the first 24 to 48 hours kind of scenario? And those are the fun parts because that's the like the heat of the moment.
Okay, well, and I guess the later ones were sort of more about like the crazy larger zombies that like get made by the T virus or whatever, absolutely. Right? Like the one with the giant eyeball on his like shoulder and stuff. And I know there was like other crazy, like part of it was the bosses, right? That you're fighting in some of those other ones, which I feel like that could be interesting, you know, at least like B-movie horror with like.
It feels like they used a lot of characters that looked like other characters in other movies to be like, you should watch this because it looks like all these other movies. Like
like Michelle Rodriguez character, right? Isn't that she the Latina like badass, you know, one from those movies?
Well, I'll tell you one movie that I do kind of want to see is Dune. And
yeah, I'd be interested.
I'm pretty interested
because you, not to just turn this into like a, you know, film thing, but your brother, I remember, was super into Dune, and so did that like rub off on you, or like you were also
read all the books, so, like so many of them, and I've only read just a bit of them, and I need to get back into it because I mean I like the universe and that, but I've heard it's been pretty good. I heard that people are renaming it to Dudes. Because there's like a lot of girls saying all these guys in there are all sexy or something.
Really?
Watching it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But,
nice.
I mean, it looks cool. It's got a lot of costumes. I don't know. I'm going to go into there and just kind of see what you get out of it.
It has been a long time since I read Dune, the original Dune. I don't think I read any of the other books. But I remember, you know, there should be sandworms. We need sandworms. We need spice. We need suits that suck all the moisture out of your body and put it into your system, right?
In holographic things and like weird
big council rooms. I remember there being. It's like
an epic.
Yeah.
All right, so let's just check in the print before we say goodnight. Where are we at?
Oh man,
it looks good. And so if you're wondering,
that doesn't look great.
That's what do you call it? Support.
Oh, those are the supports.
It always looks jacked and everything.
Yeah, it looks
that's
weird.
Not really a thing. This is just so it looks like rough inside there. That's because it's our infill. And I probably need to put a new nozzle on this thing pretty soon.
Oh, that's right. Getting out of this dirty metal, whatever this one is, and getting it full steel.
And I think I might have put this at like a much smaller millimeter. This might be like
this is going to be like a full on. This is going to be an amazing
let's hope this thing
for
works.
3 weeks from now, I'm going to barely have it done.
It'll be good. So, all right, I like it. I think we'll leave that for the night with 6 hours. So we're 2 hours and 21 minutes into this, and we'll have our elite head. Near the end of the night. So.
I'm going to be interested in what that looks like on an actual foosball thing. Because the other helmets were just more like helmets that fit on, and his is more like his is like the neck comes out.
I know. I'm nervous. It's gonna be too big.
It's gonna be weird. I did as best as I could, so we'll try.
Let's see how it goes. So, thanks for watching.
Yeah.
And we will be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
To talk about where we're at from there, and probably have some more fun content to talk about. So, thanks for seeing the Adam Ryan Show, and you have a good night.
Have a good night.